Hey there and welcome to Cars with Nash. Today Nash is going to be working on this 2012 C350 and it's a video that's going to apply to pretty well any car that has a CV axle because this car has a split outer axle boot, and so we're going to show you how to change that without removing the axle or disassembling it. So we're going to pop the wheel off here, and we actually have this silicone boot that stretches a lot, and then we have this tool to stretch it over. So we're going to place that over the end of the axle and stretch that boot right on there. And then we have this tool, you can get these on Amazon, and that's just to crimp the special clamps, the single-use clamps that hold these boots on. Now you could use like a hose clamp or something if you want to avoid that step. Because we're in the rust belt, this was really rusty here, and we don't want any of that contaminating inside. So before we clean all the old grease out, we just clean that up with a wire wheel. Now we're going to clean all that old grease out, and we'll just smear some over this, so if there's any loose stuff still remaining there, it won't find its way into the joint. And yeah, then we're going to fill it up with some fresh grease and put the boot on, so we'll show you that process. So Nash has about half the grease in there that we're going to put in. We don't want to have it oozing all over the place when we get to putting the boot on, so we'll pack a little more in there once we get the boot slid up into place. Okay guys, this is just a universal boot I got off of Amazon, and it's silicone, so it's super stretchy. We're still going to heat it up with the blow dryer because it's a cold day, and we just want to make sure this doesn't, you know, stretch too much and break. And then we'll grease up the cone, and of course the small ends got to go over it first. So, and we're using Lucas red and sticky, whatever. The red Lucas grease, I find that's good. That's what I use for wheel bearings and stuff. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, so we got it good and hot. And now, here, well, I'll hold the cone and you get some grease on it. Many inappropriate jokes could be made at this moment, but we're a family channel. Gotta make sure you don't get dirt in here. I don't want to go past the point. Like it almost slides too easy at some point. I think I got her now. That's it. She's on there. Still got to get that little part of it up into position properly. So just run it a little past, and then there's a little groove that it goes in, so I'm just pulling it back till it fits in that groove. Now we got to pack a little more grease in here is all. So we probably got just enough here to get the rest of this loaded up. Now you could definitely put too much grease in here and have the thing explode on you, so don't do that. But it's kind of like a wheel bearing where you want it about probably 60 to 70% of the cavity full. That's what I've always done, and I haven't had anything blow up, so I must be doing something right. It's almost sloppy on there now that we've stretched it. We checked it before and it was exactly the size of the original, but once we clamp it, it should be good. So we're going to wipe off the excess grease here and get a clamp on here. Okay guys, so if you don't have one of these tools, you can buy one off Amazon. See, it crimps on there. That's how it works. I'm not going to be able to show you well there, but it crimps on there, and it has these hooks here, so you just hook it like that, make it as big as you need. I'm trying to get it so it's spun into a place where I can work the tool good, and you just kind of push it with your hands until you can't anymore, and make sure it's clipped in solidly. And then you go in with this tool and make sure you press in on the tool as you pinch it so it stays. Don't leave your thumb in there like I was doing, but You only get one shot at this, so make sure you're pressing in while you pinch it. I'm having trouble because the axle's trying to move on me. There. Hey, just squeeze it as hard as you can. And there. Ends up all kinked over like that. So see, it's just got the little teeth there that grab. You just got to make sure they're engaged in one of these slots like that, and then you crimp it with that. Okay guys, the same thing on the inner one. Not quite as substantial of a clamp, but okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is how you replace your axle boot really cheap. I think we only paid $12 for the new boot, and so I hope you found the video helpful and informative. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day.